Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Let me tell y'all something. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And how you doing? Hey, Charles Martin, man. Y'all better not sleep on him. I understand Jared, the real Big Baby Anderson. I know what he brings to the table. 6'4", blowout wins over, Arias, Jerry Flores, Rob Kanin, Teslenko. Hey, look, a bunch of names that we don't know who they are, all right? And to be honest with you, man, none of those guys have made it out of, I don't even think it's round 3, But bottom line is, that's the same thing Edgar Berlanga was doing, wasn't it? Blasting people out of there, right? Then what happened? We started stepping in competition, right? Shit got real. So all I'm saying is, when it comes to Jared, the real Big Baby Anderson, he's sitting here thinking that I'm different, I'm nice, I'm the best heavyweight in the world. Edgar Berlanga was saying the same thing. I'm different, I'm nice, I'm the best 160-pounder, 168-pounder, could be 175-pounder in the world. Hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. How you the best in the world, champ? You fought nobody. Because Berlanga's not talking that talk anymore, is he? He still thinks he's a superstar. Well, he should feel that way because he goes to Puerto Rico and, gets that Caribbean love. They're going to make him feel like that. But he's no damn superstar. He's not the best in the world. And Jared, the Big Baby Anderson, sure as hell isn't the best in the world. How you going to be the best in the world? You don't even like boxing. And you haven't fought anybody. All right? But I'm telling y'all right now, this thing about making fights look easy, I don't think it's going to happen. You can have all the self-confidence in the world. I'm telling you that right now. But when it comes to beating this bottom fringe-type fighters, let me tell you something. You can't get into this false sense that you're some elite heavyweight. He is showing us that he has some stuff. He's got the will to win. He's got power. He's been boxing since he's been 7, so he has a great IQ. But I'm telling y'all right now, man, when he and Martin get in the ring, what are they fighting, this Saturday? That's not July 1st, is it? It's like the 29th or something. But what I'm getting at, if he can get past, which I don't think he's going to get past Charles Martin, but if he can get past Charles Martin, it's only going to get more difficult. Because he's not going to go from Charles Martin and go right into a fight with AJ, Fury, Usyk, Wilder. Not even Andy Ruiz. Not even Luis Ortiz. He's going to be looking at fighting an F.A. Ajagba. How does that fight go? They're really close. They sparred together. If Ajagba's still being out here scared to throw his right hand, I think Anderson can get him. But Otto Wallen is a problem. Nobody wants to fight Wallen. They try to offer Wallen to fight AJ in August. They want nothing to do with Otto Wallen. You can't blame him. Look what Wallen did to Fury. No one wants to fight Wallen. He just can't get a fight to save his life. You got Parker, Caballero, you got Wardley, Luis Ortiz, you got Frank Sanchez, who, it could be one of those fights because Frank Sanchez needs something. And right now, Jared Anderson has the name. He has the momentum going. You may see a guy like Frank Sanchez try to get a fight with him just to take that momentum and use it for himself to catapult him to the big stage. But then Jermaine Franklin, to me, is the next best fight for Anderson. But that being said, don't sleep on on Charles Martin. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all out here sleeping on Charles Martin like Charles Martin is just a punk. Like, Charles Martin is a clown. Y'all better understand Charles Martin. 29 wins, 26 of those by KO, 3 losses, 2 of those by KO. My man got almost an 80% KO ratio. Standing 6'5", some say 6'6". Age getting up there a little bit. But at the end of the day, when you're looking at my man here, he got this fight coming up with Jared Anderson. He just fought Devin Vargas. Got him out of there. Let me pull this over for you a little bit. Got him out. Let me make this a little bit smaller so you can see it, okay? He got him out of there in 4 rounds. Fought Luis Ortiz. He was winning that fight, knocking Luis Ortiz down. He looked great in that fight. Then he got tranquilized, and he had that which way did he go look on his face. You know what I'm saying? But before that, Luis Ortiz was on his way out. fought Gerald Washington. Stopped Gerald Washington. Gerald Washington can fight. And he stopped him. And you look at that, man, winning TKOs, guys getting disqualified, you know what I'm saying? And he had fought Kanaki. That was a tough fight. That's when Kanaki was in his prime. This Kanaki today doesn't beat Charles Martin. But then before that, getting busy and lost to Anthony Joshua. So when you look at Charles Martin, and as far as his record, hey, he's got something. And working with that trainer he's with, was Manny Robles. I don't know if Charles Martin was training for a fight. I don't know how that's working. I haven't been able to get an answer on that. But let me tell you, this may be the opportunity of a lifetime to really breathe life into this last stretch of his career. Because if Charles Martin beats Jared Anderson, Lord have mercy, man. Charles Martin's going to get a big fight next. Jared Anderson falls all the way to the back of the line. I'm just being real with you. I'm being real with you. And I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better not act surprised. Because I saw some people out there, man, oh, this isn't a step-up fight. This is a cherry pick. How is Charles Martin a cherry pick? Y'all better wake up, man. He's definitely not the guy that Jared Anderson just fought and the guy he fought before that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta come on. That guy he just fought, man, that was ridiculous. Come on now. That shit was a mismatch. And the guy before that was giving him the business until the guy just seemed to get tired. Charles Martin's a different beast. He's long, strong, not so sure about that chin. But I just think it's a much more competitive fight, and this is how it's supposed to be. Step up. And that Kazabutsky guy who had visa issues and couldn't travel to the States, whatever, man Jared Anderson needs to thank God he's not fighting him. Especially with him coming out here talking about he doesn't like boxing, a couple years, make a little bit of money, he's retiring. Hey, that could just be talk. But at the same time, if he's really feeling that way, that's not good. But we get it. Everyone will tell you, boxing's not fun. Not just the training, it's the politics, the business piece. People don't like it. It's quite burdensome, and it's very stressful. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But that being said, man, we're going to see what happens. All right. So continuing on, Jared Anderson, Charles Martin. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead, man. I like to spice things up, and I don't care about being wrong. I think Martin, if he was in the gym, I think Martin, if he's smart, which we know he can pull off the upset. If he can sit there, man, and if he's been in the gym, he's disciplined in that ring. I think he can get Anderson out, because Anderson can be hurt. He was hurt, not in his last fight. The fight before that, he was hurt bad. Charles Martin can hurt him. He's southpaw too. 6'5", 6'6". That joker got power. See, everyone's keep looking at Charles Martin and how Anthony Joshua did him. Charles Martin can fight. He's not elite, but he can fight. And I think right now, Jared Anderson is going to have all he can deal with a guy like Charles Martin. I'm just being honest with you. But we'll see how that fight goes. At the end of the day, appreciate you all support. We're just having a conversation. But Jared Anderson, I don't like the fact that he did an interview with somebody he doesn't like boxing. I just don't like the interview. I didn't like it. I didn't like his energy. And when it come fight night, we're going to have to wait and see. Talking about people in the city, he doesn't care about people showing up. He doesn't have many friends. He was just speaking kind of like a kind of withdrawn, kind of negative, kind of antisocial, like someone who's going through something. I didn't like it. I'm not saying I didn't like it like it made me angry. Like I didn't like it like it concerned me, because I was expecting him, as really people say he's the next big thing as far as American boxing, heavyweight boxing, and for him to speak like that. Because, man, the people are going to come, and if you, I'm not saying you have to change who you are, but damn, man, you can't be so antisocial. But we'll see. Because if he shows up and shows out Saturday night, Jared Anderson, if he beats Martin, he's on to the next big thing. I'm telling you, he's got to keep winning. But let's see, because Charles Martin knows what he's up against, and he may pull it off. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents, in the breeze.